Hello, welcome back to the Perfume Experience, and today we are going to do a review of a fragrance called as Ocean Enigma from the house of Naseem. Well, sometimes there are fragrances that kind of surprise you and you don't really expect such things from a fragrance, and some of them do surprise you in a very good way, and one of them is this. So Ocean Enigma. So today we're going to talk about this, and we'll talk about why it's a good fragrance, what surprised me, and why should you consider getting it, all of that right after this intro. You're watching the Perfume Experience. My name is Rodney. Let's get going right after this. So welcome back, and we're talking about Ocean Enigma from the house of Naseem Perfumes, and they have a very basic packaging as such. Let's talk about that quickly. It's a white colored box that looks like that, and it's got this green tinge, and at the back they have some writing about the fragrance, and at the bottom they have some batch info and all of that. This is a house again from the Middle East, but they have officially, I think, kind of launched in India, so you do get them from their website, which is naseemperfumes.in, I think. And this is a 75 ml fragrance. Now, what makes Naseem so very different compared to the other fragrances that are available from the Middle East is the fact that these are alcohol-free perfumes, so they are basically water-based perfumes. Now, the moment you think about water-based perfumes, our mind starts to play games, and we kind of think, oh, they're going to be light, they're going to be low on performance and all of that, and that's where this beauty surprised me. Okay, so we'll talk about this a little later, but let's talk about the sprayer, because this has got something very interesting. The cap is got a nice heft to it, nice weight to it. The bottles are done very well, but these are very dark colored bottles, so you don't really see any liquid. What's left of it, you don't really be you can't really see them, but on the whole I think the bottle quality is superb. Okay, now let's do a spray, and I'll tell you some I want to show you something interesting. So they've got a black atomizer to it, so it's very difficult to kind of figure out where is the sprayer. So you would see that this has got a white kind of a patch. Okay, so that's what you kind of get on this particular fragrance. It's a white colored liquid, so because it's water based, you can wear it on apparel. It's not a problem. Somebody actually asked me this, can I wear it on apparel, is it a problem, will it leave stain? Absolutely not. So the scent, let's talk about the scent. The scent is very beautiful. It's a good loud opening of a grapefruit, bergamot type, the citrus opening. You kind of get a good amount of gingery type of a vibe. I definitely sense that, but that is actually coming from a few other elements like thyme and geranium, that kind of a vibe that's coming into this fragrance, with a little bit of artemisia as well. But you have a opening which is basically a citrusy, slightly sweet, fresh, ginger, woody type of opening. That's predominantly what you get in terms of a scent profile. Okay, while if you talk about the notes of this particular fragrance, I'll tell you what Naseem talks about in terms of their scent profile or notes. Naseem actually talks about, other than grapefruit and bergamot, which is being in the top, it talks about artemisia, of course, which I can kind of smell, and it talks about thyme. It also talks about pink pepper, which is that peppery element that you kind of get. But of course, in the dry down, it talks about vanilla, it talks about some woody nature, and yes, and a little bit of vetiver, which I was thinking that you do get sense of that, because when you have a good amount of strong citrus notes coming together with a good amount of woody elements coming, you do get a sense of ginger, which is there. Now that can come because of the vetiver as well, because the vetiver has got different facets of scent profile. It can be earthy, it can be moist, it can be dry. So vetiver here has got a very creamy, earthy kind of a dense opening, and along with the grapefruit, it brings a good amount of freshness. Freshness is something that's very beautiful, that you will absolutely enjoy during a summer day, during a bright day. You can wear this, you can go out confidently that this is going to work well in sun, and it does actually work well. So I did feature this in the compliment getting fragrance list as well, because it will get you compliments, because the scent profile is very, very nice, and you will actually enjoy this particular fragrance. Right now, this is supposed to be okay, an alternative of the popular Roja fragrances Elysium. Okay, now Elysium, if you think about the cologne has got similar notes, but the thing is, when you look at Roja fragrances, they have a whole aspect of notes, like, you know, they have some 30 plus ingredients happening, and you know, it talks about that. But the way this particular fragrance is kind of made, I feel it leans a lot towards Elysium, but I also feel that this has got another element of another Roja fragrance, which is basically from Oceania. Now, Oceania has got a similar note profile, but the thing is, it's got a little bit of more ozonic, aquatic type of a vibe, which I kind of get in this particular fragrance. And of course, in the dry down here, there's vanilla also. So that also is a very good element. So this is a citrusy, sweet, aquatic, woody, fresh kind of a fragrance, and I feel that there is a combination of Oceania and Elysium bringing together that amount of freshness, which is really, really good. Now, in terms of performance, this easily does about 2 to 2.5 feet to 3 feet of projection, because it's kind of loud. If you do 8-10 sprays, you will easily kind of, you know, get a very nice vibe of this particular fragrance, and you kind of enjoy putting it because it smells very, very nice. So yes, it's very well suited for office, it's well suited for outdoors, it's well suited for a bright sunny day. So 2.5 to 3 feet of projection. The first 1 hour to 1 hour 15-30 minutes, you would project it, it projects very, very well. So you will kind of, you know, sense the fragrance, wherever you go, it leaves a good sillage as such. Very well done that way. Performance, I would say, is about 5 to 6 hours easily. You will get it on your skin for about 4.5-5 hours, and apparel it can push for 6.5 hours. After the second or the third hour, you will start, this goes down into a woody dry down, where you will feel more of that vanilla vibe coming. Overall, it feels as a very good perfume at this particular price point. Now, the 75 ml costs about 2,250 on the website of Naseem, and this is not a paid review by any chance. These are fragrances that we actually got for decants. We decanted this, and this is my passion. We also have a couple of more Naseem fragrances in our decants list, like we have Nadine and we have Lost in the Woods also, that I will review after maybe a week or two later. So these are fragrances that we've got, and we wanted to try because we saw a lot of hype around these fragrances, saying Naseem is really, really good. And whoever has tried the decants have also been very surprised that this is a very good gym wear kind of a fragrance. It's a very good outdoor kind of a fragrance. And for summer, if you're looking for something different, especially if you are allergic to alcohol and you want something that is skin friendly, something that you can wear for prayers and all of that, this is perfect in that way. And this is, I think, designed keeping that aspect in mind, so you kind of, you know, enjoy alcohol free fragrances, right? So that is what is the review about this particular fragrance. It's definitely a good one to get. I will put in the link in the description for the decants in case you want to get a decant of it. But do let me know how you like the video. Hit the like button, subscribe and share, and I will see you on another review. Till then, take care. Bye now.